Hello, welcome to episode 10, game week 6 here of Top Dogs FPL Benionis. So glad that you can join us here. And at the moment, I've got Stephen Nolan Jr. From McShirton's Pub. You don't mind me calling you Junior, do you, Stephen?
That's all right, Finn. Yeah,
I'm just going to
you're
call
the
you.
only man that calls me Junior, but I love it.
Okay, well, I have you under a different nickname. I've given you a Top Dog nickname, and you're going to love it.
Perfect.
Keep an eye on the video when we play it. And also, guys, I've got Mark Phillips as well. Aidan Phillips can't make it tonight. And we're hoping to hear from Christy Snowman Kilcourse later on. And anybody else who I've sent an invite to. So let's run the video. Okay, that was the video for it's kind of a mix between game week 5 and 6 because we didn't get a chance to do anything last week because of technical issues here. I had to upload reload Zoom again. So we got Mark here coming in anyway. Hello Mark, Marky Phillips, are you there? Have we got the Oracle? Have we got the Oracle?
I'm here, guys. I'm in. I'm dropping in.
Lovely stuff. How are you,
How
Mark?
are you getting on, Mark?
How are the boys? Not too bad now. Here to discuss some FPL.
Yeah. Marky, do you like Stephen's new FPL nickname? It's called Stratford. Stephen Stratford Nolan.
I love it, Finn.
Stratford, can you explain that one, Vinny?
Yeah, because it's Stratford begins with S. It's located in Manchester. My uncle's from Manchester, from Stratford. He's a Man City fan, actually. But I could walk from Stratford, where he lived, to the Heinz, the Kellogg's factory, and then there's a left you take for the Trafford Centre and Old Trafford and all that. So for me, Stratford is just synonymous with United. I don't know.
I love it, Finn. That's beautiful.
Okay, great stuff. Right, so I got two United fans here. So sometimes I'm a Spurs fan or a United fan. Today it's always going to be Spurs. You know.
We'll see how
the
game goes tonight.
Yeah, let's. So the video was a mix between game week 10 and game week 5 and 6 because obviously I couldn't get the technical issues. Stephen, thank you for joining last week, Stephen. Anyway, we have a ghost episode. So what do we want to talk to? Well, first of all, let's get on to Virgil van Dijk. It's an awful, terrible shame. He didn't have the best of seasons points wise. Same with TAA, which we'll talk about that later. But this is a massive loss for Liverpool, and this will shape the title.
Huge loss, Vinny. I'm just wondering, does it devalue the likes of Trent and the likes of Robertson? How long is Alisson out for? Because it's two of those are gone for a while. I mean, I'm thinking of getting Trent out.
I'm not sure about Alisson. It's definitely a couple of months still. They're limping along with Adrian. I just missed that.
They're not confident with Adrian. They don't want Adrian. You can see it in the simple Joe Gomez expression when he comes out for the goal, for the ball in the match last night. They don't want him there. They're not confident. So that's Liverpool defence. It can be got at.
Yeah.
Trent just isn't racking up the clean sheets for me. He's not worth the 7.5 million. I think it's Trent out for me.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's an awful risk. A lot of money set at 7.5. It could be redistributed in the midfield somewhere. And also along Stephen, anything else to add with that?
Yeah, I agree. Now, personally, I have both them in. I have Robbo and Trent in at the minute. But I had to get rid of James, so that was my free transfer. So I'll see how they get on against Sheffield. If they're ever going to get a clean sheet, it's going to be there. So I'll see will I wean them out.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Is James? I think he's only going to be out for game week 6, so you could just throw him on.
Yeah, it looks like that.
That was actually ironically by a tackle by Virgil van Dijk. So Everton are moaning about that, and also we can go on to Everton as well. No Carlson for 3 games. Elan is coming back from an injury. Everton are going to be severely affected as well. I'm worried about their attacking output now. You know?
Yeah, James is out for the weekend, isn't he?
Yeah.
He had a knock. I don't think he's too bad, but he's out for the weekend. I'm worried he might do a Son on it, as are you, Vinny. And
Me too.
He'll come Saturday. And we'll see James start. Next thing he bangs 2 goals. I mean, I'd go mental if that happened.
Yeah, that's what happened to me in game week 4. Son went off with an injury. Was it against Newcastle, the 1-1? Something stupid. I transferred him out. Then he started for United in game week 5, destroyed United. The Son trap. So this could be a Hernandez trap. It could be
Vinny, you had a meltdown.
Yeah, so what? Well, yeah, I took a minus 24 in game week 5, but we'll come to that later when we look at the league tables, okay? Because I'm pretty happy with what I did anyway in last game week. So Rodriguez is out, so I think I'm going to keep him in my team, and if he does the Son, I'm not going to fall for that one again. He'll have to have a sawn off leg or something, Son, before I transfer him ever out again.
Yeah, once bitten, twice shy. I think that's what they say there, isn't it?
Yeah, what they say is beware of the injured golfer. Always back a golfer that's got any flu. Do you see what Tiger Woods did there when he bet Chris whatever in the U.S. Open? He had one leg and he still won the U.S. Open that year. Chris DeMarco or someone like that. I can't remember his name. Anyway, guys, so what are you going to do, Stephen? Are you going to keep Robertson and obviously Van Dijk, and you got Hernandez? So we keep Hernandez on the bench, or what we do?
Well, I'm going to keep the 2 boys. I am going to start them. They have Sheffield, then they have West Ham. If you look at the fixtures, they're all possible clean sheets. You have Man City in there.
Yeah, those 2 anyway.
8. But then you have 2 very good ones with Brighton and Wolves. If Liverpool hit form, which I think they might, because you looked at Fabinho the last night, he looked like a quality centre-back. So maybe if Adrian sorts a bit of form, they won't be as bad as people think. It depends how Fabinho gets on.
Yeah, I think they might scrape by the next 2 games, but after that, I'd be looking to ship them out.
Yeah, will Alisson be back then is the question. How long is Alisson out for? I thought it was only 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, we just don't know. We don't know how long he's going to be out for when he's back.
You can't be gambling with that.
What do we think for this game week, guys? I think a few games are very hard to call. I was looking there who to transfer in. I just don't know. I don't know how things are going to go.
Well, I saw. Go on.
So if you look at the main fixture you'd be looking at is Burnley and Spurs. You'd like to think Spurs will get a good few points. You're going to be looking to Son and Kane again. You have Villa against Leeds. That's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. Everton versus Southampton, Calvert-Lewin to bang one. So there's, apart from them games, there's a lot of tricky fixtures.
A lot of 50-50s, yeah.
That's it.
So, Liverpool at home to Sheffield. That's Salah captain for me, I think. That
looks like the man.
That's a cert. after that, now I'm not sure where to do. I might just roll my transfer for this week and see how I go.
Yeah, Brewster might be starting against Liverpool. I don't know. I don't think there's a clause in his loan.
How did Liverpool get 20? What was it? 25 million.
23, I think 23.5 million.
How in the name of God?
That's great business. He's still a young lad. He's a lot to develop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's never even played for them.
Never been played. Will he do the dirt and score against Liverpool? That's what I want to know, because I have him in my fantasy draft and I have him on the bench. So
yeah,
I'm risking him. I might risk him.
A lot of guys have him on fantasy. Yeah, a lot do.
Very cheap.
So Liverpool are they're also missing Thiago, aren't they? Alcantara, Thiago. Liverpool are also missing him, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of injuries to Liverpool. I'm a bit worried about Liverpool. Really, it's just, everything seems to have hit them just like that.
Well,
the thing is now, I feel there's a few teams hitting a bit of form. United the last night, and Chelsea now. Chelsea are starting to click too. So I'd be looking at Werner, Rashford, Bruno. I'm looking at those guys this weekend.
Do you think that
Pulisic.
Do you think that Sterling could do a job like he did last year in West Ham? He scored a hat-trick, and Aguero's back, so we have to be watching City now. There's no KDB again anyway. Fernandinho is off as well. He got injured the other night.
KDB was recently announced a 50% chance of playing, whereas yesterday it was unknown return date. So, like, that means maybe he could be back next game week, which will change a lot of teams.
City haven't started to play yet, but we know they can rack up big scores. You know, Aguero there, Sterling, KDB.
Yeah. Well,
they're still vulnerable at the back.
I fancy
they're still vulnerable after the back after spending 400 million.
Is Laporte back this week? Is he?
No, he's not. He's not back for a while. I think a couple more weeks.
All right. They're scraping by there with Mings, isn't it? Or Ake, sorry, isn't it Ake?
Nathan will definitely play. But
Ake looks like Mings.
I fancy West Ham to do something. Seriously, I'm shocked with what West Ham did to Tottenham the other day. It was an absolute joke. I went home at half-time saying to the West Ham lads, okay, I hope we don't lose by much now. I'm getting out of here, because I didn't want to over-egg it. And so I went home. By the time I got home, it was 3-3. So that was a nice weekend. Listen, guys, I'm not sure about Man City firing yet. We've not seen a lot for them. Are you sure about this? I wouldn't put KDB back in that team at the minute. If he scores a few goals, great. But I'll wait for him to do a bit of business. Then I'll think about it.
For what he's worth, I don't think he's going to be that banker that he's going to come in and score 2-3 goals
like he was last season. He was just So anything else? What do you guys think about Arsenal and Leicester? Here we've got. They've won tonight. They were 1-0 down to Rapid Vienna, and they've won 2-1. So they've come back thanks to Aubameyang, and before that, David Luiz scored. So what do you think of Arsenal? Are they any value at Leicester, or would you stay away from them?
I think Arsenal would beat Leicester. I think
Arsenal look good to me. Saka on the left wing is looking very good. He's left back, isn't he? And they look kind of more solid at the back too.
Yeah, and Thomas Partey played tonight as well.
He was very good tonight. I think he's what will solidify them there. That's what they needed.
Yeah,
a good midfielder. And El Nene was actually quality there tonight. So you never know. He could play and they could make a good partnership.
Arteta's played him in the last Premier League game, didn't he? Yeah. I think he likes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must be a good baller. Leicester are in serious trouble at the back, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
Who's injured? Soyuncu's injured. Pereira's still out. Justin's in there.
Pereira's not back till the start of December, I think.
Indeed, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is Vardy back? I don't know if Vardy.
I'm not sure about Vardy. When he gets these niggly injuries,
Madison Madison's not fully fit either. He's just coming on lately, so they're
coming back. Yeah,
they're not. They're in no great shape.
They'll be all right, but I think they're going to struggle for the first half of the season.
Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of Vardy now in the fantasy.
Yeah.
Got my points. Shipped him out. And got who in? Got Danny Ings and Harry Kane in doing the business for me.
Okay. Verdi is at 75% chance. He's a calf injury currently.
Yeah, calf. His dodgy calf. That ruined him. Just after Christmas. Was it last year Christmas? He never really came back. He was coming back. He got subbed at halftime. Oh, forget Vardy trap as well. Right. This is the tips for game week 6, lads. Here in the FPL, they're looking at relying Robertson for more returns. If you want to get rid of TA, maybe you can save some money going for Robertson. I think he looks brilliant. Sterling hat-trick possibility. He's got a good record there. Keep an eye out for Grealish. Mopai, obviously, he could be he could be quids in.
Good baller, yeah.
Foden is just value for money. Like if instead of KDB, you could just have Foden. He might just cancel the points. Semedo, I don't know too much or whether what he's doing at the moment. But Mark, I want to talk to you about Marcus Rashford. You said
he's filling in for Matt Doherty.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What do you think of Marcus Rashford?
Yeah. Sorry, Semedo there. I'll just say Semedo first. He's filling in there for Matt Doherty, right back. Good footballer. Wolves have a good defense too. They look good against Leeds the last night. Clean sheet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Wolves have a great squad because Traore didn't start that game because they're playing the 5 at the back and Semedo's kind of playing wing back. Traore
didn't
start.
Didn't they?
So like when you think about Wolves a couple of years ago, or even 2 years ago, and them being able not to start Traore, you'd be thinking that's mental. Like they have to start him, but they're building a great squad there with Podence, Neto. They have a quality team.
They have your man too, the Fabio Silva, the 18-year-old. He'll be good now in a year
talent,
too.
Like.
Rashford then for me.
Yeah,
he's very good last night. I think he's playing more up top this season. Himself and Martial are playing kind of as a 2.
I totally disagree with you there, Mark. Unfortunately, I think he was terrible.
That kind of brings me to want him. He's a good goal scorer, like.
But he'll miss more than he scores.
Down as midfielder on fantasy too. I like him.
Oh well, there you go.
It's between him and Bruno for me. Probably. Yeah, I'd probably go Bruno just for the penalties and assists. He's involved in more goals, isn't he? Rashford probably doesn't get enough for what he's worth.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to highlight the points of the differentials. They're saying Gareth Bale, Ademola Lookman, Ross Barkley, and Sergio Aguero. So, Barkley might be interesting instead of Grealish, but I still go for Grealish. But
what do you think yourself in? Will Bale come to life, or will he take time, or what do you think?
He's playing now against Lask, these guys from Vienna, and I don't know if I can get up. I don't know if I got any live scores here, but anyway, what we were saying, go on to what Marky was saying about what he's going to do this week. I'll have to confess my little surprise.
Oh yes, Vinny, let's see it.
Okay, out with it. All right.
Drum roll, please. Oh.
My surprise is Bruno. I've gotten Bruno for. I got him in a free a transfer. I used my transfer for this week, so now I'm stuck with Rodriguez. But I've still got Bissuma. You never know. He's Bissuma against WBA, and Austin might do something. So they're starters. Dunn isn't been starting. The young Irish lad from Drogheda hasn't been starting for the last couple of game weeks. So who knows what's going to happen to him. I love Konsa. I think he should have scored the other day against Leicester. But lads, the overall points I got from last week was something like 81. But if I had that clean sheet with Castagna and Justin, I've been up to 90. So that was a blow.
Villa actually have a solid defense this year, don't they? Martinez has really solidified them at the back there.
Yeah, I love Villa's defense. Martinez, I want another defender in Mings, but I'll stick what I have at the minute, and I'm going to probably go for Son or Salah. and I'll be captaining Fernandez a lot and Kane. I got plenty of captain stuff, and let's see where we are Christmas, Mark. You know,
I like that team now, Vinny.
yeah, it's versatile. If I can get a couple of more quid in the bank, I've got Nyland. I don't know if I've anything at the minute in the bank.
You've got a lot of big hitters there.
Oh,
Good
I've got 1 million in the bank still, so I can use a
Vinny!
million.
Vinny, can you hear me?
Hello, Christy Kilcore, Snowman. How are you getting on? Welcome.
How are you keeping? How are you keeping?
Yeah,
Snowman is in. How are you getting on?
I'm all right, lads. How are you?
Not too bad. We watching Arsenal.
I tell you one thing, Arsenal, that match tonight, right? Arsenal scored 2 goals. It's the only chance they had. Rapid Vienna were all over them. Absolutely all fucking over them.
Christy, the question on all our minds here is, how was Thomas Partey?
Arsenal were dominated. They were absolutely dominated. So, like, you know, if that's his audition, it's a bad audition.
I think you're being harsh there, Christy.
yeah.
Christy, you just missed Vinny's team reveal. You were wrong about the.
You
Aguero.
Did you not get in Aguero?
No, I got in Bruno
wrong.
Fernandes.
That was a surprise. Ah, man, Jesus Christ. I'm going to hold my hand up and say, do you know what? I was bullying you all week trying to get in that.
You were.
Yeah, and I'm going to hold my hand up and say, do you know what? I got it wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to do that, Christy. Sometimes you have to do that. Look at Vinny. He did it in the first 2 games week.
It's like
24-point hit.
I just wanted to bully him. I just wanted to bully him just to know what he was doing because, like, you know, like Vinny. I'm so far down the league, and Vinny is further down the league, and I just don't want him to finish ahead of me.
Don't worry, lads. Listen, Chris, you're 11th at the minute, 67 points. Listen, lads. Listen, okay, 264, but there's only like 40 points. Okay, there's 40. Look, okay, Joey Neenan's winning by a landslide at the minute from me by 80 points. But look at it, Dave McNamara is doing it. Mark, you're still there. You're keeping the top dogs honest, Marky, the Oracle. Jay,
Vinny, sorry,
doing well. Stephen, you're doing brilliant.
Yeah,
Vinny, for a second there now, like, Vincent, come here.
Yes, Christy.
Were you in Spain? Your suntan is fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Were you in Spain? Were you? Did you quarantine and all that kind of stuff? Because I tell you one thing. Either you're angry or you have a fucking nice tan.
I'm drinking too much Guinness. That's what's happening. All right, listen, can we just go into Mark's team just to see what he's doing here? Mark, explain, please. I got you.
Yeah, Vinny, I want to bring in a few guys into that team now. I want to strengthen it up, but I don't want to play my wild card either, so I'm kind of caught with a few guys there.
Yeah, Vinny.
I was trying to maybe take out Jimenez and strengthen up the midfield and maybe bring in Sterling or something. Maybe take out Trent, bring in Chilwell after next week.
When are you going to do the wild card, Marky?
I'd say after, same as Snowman, after the November internationals, maybe upcoming to Christmas.
Right. Okay. Same as
I don't know, like, I think maybe 3 weeks' time, maybe two.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no team is settled, and you can pick your team and all that kind of crack. But, like, you know, like, the problem I have with the wild card is I want a Chelsea player I want 2 Chelsea players maybe, and a couple of Man United players, and Man City are another problem. You know, like, if you're just trying to fucking nail, like, you know, 5 starters out of them 3 teams, it gets hard, especially when it comes to Chelsea and Man City.
I've got your team up here now, Christy Snowman.
I haven't changed it. I think I changed the captaincy, but I haven't changed the team.
Yeah, your bench, at least you got a couple of you got something on the bench that can come on. But, like, what we see there now is more or less what you're relying on. Son, very over reliant on Son. Do you not think you want to get in somebody like Kane or maybe Aguero or someone like that, Christy?
Yeah, but I'm gonna change the whole team in about 2-3 weeks. With
Oh
the
yeah,
November.
wild card. Gotcha.
You know.
Stephen, while we're here, we'll get back to Christy about Ozil in a minute. So don't say anything yet, Christy.
Okay.
Stephen, what do you think of your team here? And you can talk about the draft as well for a little while. Also, so this is your team, Stephen.
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at a different one.
Oh my God, you had Barkley on the bench.
I left points on the bench.
Oh my God.
Disaster.
Yeah.
It was a toss up between Grealish and Barkley. I could have had even more. I got 77, happy enough.
You could have had a load, you could have killed it. Seriously, we need to watch it. We need to be watching you, Stephen. You cannot go under the I see so much potential in you, Steve Stratford. Steve Stratford.
He's top 4. He's top 4. He's top 4, top 5 there now at the moment. Why
he's brilliant.
Are you overlooking him?
I'm not overlooking him anymore. I put him in the top dog. He's the top dog.
Why were you overlooking him in the first place? You can't overlook anybody.
Okay, because he's a draft guy. He's in the draft all the time. Stephen,
exactly. I'm more of a draft man. I think I put in Antonio there because of my affiliation with the draft. So I have him in the draft. So I don't like putting in players that I'm playing against because you know the old age problem with fantasy. You don't want a Liverpool man to score the winner, but you do because of fantasy. So I'm torn.
Just to cut your cross there now, I think Antonio is going to go into my team in 2 weeks. When he comes back from injury, I think he's going to go into my team.
He's one of the main men for West Ham this season, and
he's been injured, but he is the focal point of that team, and their fixtures are going to get lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going to go into my team in about 2 weeks. I'm not sure.
He goes on runs. He goes on very 3-4 games hot streaks that he'll get you a load of points. Now he might do something for a week or two, but solid
Steve,
player.
you have Zaha in there, do you?
Like Stephen, he's an actual proper fucking differential if ever there was a term for it.
Yeah, Zaha. What price?
Zaha, good score, I think.
7.2. He's gone up a little bit.
He is Fulham next week, doesn't he, too? So he could score there.
Fulham, you know what I mean? That's what I like about my team this week is that although there's some dodgy fixtures, when I look at my fixtures, I'm happy. Apart from maybe Mendy in goal against United, the rest of them, I think all the teams are going to win, and hopefully, I'm looking at clean sheets, their goals. So it's as you said in a previous podcast, Vin. It's all about the fixtures.
Yeah, and Palace have great fixtures.
Stephen, Vinny, it's like this: if you're relying on your goalkeeper and defenders to keep clean sheet, your team is shite.
That's true. Yeah.
You want them up top. There's not many teams that keep clean sheets consistently, anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to have the firepower.
I think I'm with the wild card that I'm going to use. I think I'm just going to move away from defense and just go fucking all out in attack.
What we got to do, guys, is just have 3 guys in defense and minimize budget in your goalkeeper, as you said. Let's go all out attack and midfield the best. And that means we're going to have to be more fluid this season. Like take a -4 if you have to get Bruno in or Aguero in. If he's got 3 goals, you have to find a way. We have to be fluid. It's never been like this before, has it? Never.
Well, like Vinny, I generally don't like to take a -4. I definitely don't like to take a -24. But I just sorry, Vinny.
I don't care, boys.
You're never letting that one go.
I've told you, boys, like -24 there, 81. I've still got 57 points out of that. Come on, give me some credit. I did make a couple of good moves there. I didn't have.
It's a marathon, not a
He's a bit like Grealish. He's a bit like Grealish. The ball goes through him, and he is the dominant force in that fucking Brighton team, Bissouma. But
Yeah.
Bissouma. But the problem is, if you're looking at fantasy wise, he doesn't look as great a prospect. But I tell you one thing, that fella is going to be at a big club next year.
Oh yeah.
Big club.
Christy, what does he do exactly in the Brighton team? Is he like a midfield general or an enforcer? Because I think Mopai is the big guy. You know, he should get you lots of points. But what does midfield?
He plays alongside. Do you know
Like
what? I would like to see. Do you know the way like teams play fucking two enforcers in front of the top or in front of the back four? He's one of them, and like, you know, in my opinion, you can only judge a player like, you know, if they can actually do it on their own. And there's not many players in the Premier League who can actually do it on their own. But like the thing is, there's a back four, and then there's the two pivots or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And he's one of them. I think he is a class act, Bissouma.
Wow. So you'd have him at your team.
I think he's a class act. I tell you one thing, he's going to be at a massive club in a year or two.
All right.
And I tell you one thing, if Man United, Arsenal, whatever, don't fucking try and get him, like, you know, Arsenal got parties, so, you know, they can't spend more money on the fucking defensive midfielder, but like, he is a class act. But fantasy football wise, he mightn't, you know, he's not going to get you points, like, you know, unless he fucking.
No. All right.
Vinny, can I just ask, this weekend or last weekend, King of the Travellers, how do you feel about losing to Kev Kilbride?
Well, listen. He's laughing at the moment. Kevin Kilbride's running around the place laughing, and I love my life and all this stuff. Yeah, I've done Vince, and he's took a -24, and he doesn't give a monkey. He's got the win. It's about the skin, isn't it? It's
he absolutely done it.
Yeah, -24.
Vinny, you changed your whole team, and he's still fucking done you.
I had to take a lot of hit there now to get where I am, and I'm going to be a lot better placed by doing that hit. I'm still joint top, for God's sake. Give me a break.
Is that an apology? Is that an apology to Mr. Kevin Kilbride, or is that just like
he needs to?
Is that just like Vinny?
Okay. What's the story here? Kevin, that's where Kevin is. He's got 6 points. I felt sorry for him. You know, he was down at the bottom there.
No. Is that an apology? Is that an apology? Stop fucking shy and apologize to the man.
He's 4 million in the world at the moment.
Vinny, are you apologizing? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Apologize for what?
Huh?
I don't know what you're on about, Christy. Apologize for what?
You told him you'd bend him over your knee and slap his arse and all kind of crap.
Oh, I don't know about that. But if you look at Kevin. He's playing this game a long time, okay? Kevin Kilbride. And he's clearly not getting the hang of it. You know, 200,000. Was he 1 million? 1 million there the first time. I think he just plays for the crack, you know? Seriously. You know, I look at other people's history. If you go to Joey Neenan's history now,
Vinny, that is the worst. Vinny, that is the worst apology ever.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Kevin, if you're listening. I
It's
still
the worst apology ever.
Okay, where are we now? So you want to keep looking at this King of the Travelers? Who we got next week? The King of the Travelers. Got any
Who do I have? Who do I have next week? Who do I have next week?
I hope it's you, Christy. I'd love to soften.
You know what? I'd love to fucking. I swear to God, you'll end the podcast when I fucking beat you.
Okay, so Willie Nestor, he's busy with the bounty castles. He's up against the average, so that could be hard anyway. The bouncy castles, average. Yeah, Jack Coyne against Joe Fatty. Shane, the face against Barry Cribben. Ado is against Diarmid. Aidan Fitz, second last year to Fergal, Arsenal Walsh. Christy, you're up against Dara Healy. Joey against Mark. Wow.
Is that like, a local derby there?
Well, that's the top three, isn't it? Joey's winning it and Mark is third. So, no, Joey is just the best. I think he's the best player in the town over the last how many years? That's a player you want to watch. If you look at his
kick him out of the league. If he's the best player in town, just kick him out of the fucking league.
No, we want him in the league. Everybody's crying out for him to be in it. I headhunted him. I had to go. Look at his records: 371 year, 44,000, very, very consistent. 8,000, 7,000, 1,000. It's unbelievable stuff. What's going on there?
When you have a few points, just slightly delete him out of the league, like a good lad.
No, I don't think so. It's not going to happen. I think he just gives credence to the whole thing. If you look at his team, Joey's team, Martinez, but Salah, Grealish, I have all these players apart from Mopai. I've got Bamford.
Tropa's team.
Yeah, but compared to my team, it's nearly the same except from Bamford. Okay, I'm going to get Grealish in probably for Rodriguez or maybe Saha. But yeah, it's quite similar. That's all I'm saying. So, Marky, are you okay then with Joey for the Travelers? You take him out, Mark? Oh, Mark is not there anymore. Mark is I've still got Stephen and Chris. Okay, boys.
I'm gonna throw a question to Vinny. Right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw a question to you.
Go on, bro.
If you had the one player for the whole season that you're not going to transfer in and out, who is it?
It's going to be a toss up between.
Actually, first of all, is that possible? And then.
Salah. I'm keeping Salah till the end of the season without rain, hail, or fall. And
I think I'm going to get rid of him.
Okay, maybe for Mane, probably. Yeah.
I think I'll Stephen, I don't know about you now, but I'll come to you now in a second. But I think I'm gonna get rid of Salah for Mane. But Stephen, if you have a player that you want for the whole season, who is it?
It's Harry Kane, I think. I think Harry Kane's gonna stay in my squad for the rest of the season. Like when I see Harry Kane playing United or Chelsea, it doesn't really faze me. I'm like, he's probably gonna score. He's so good against the big teams and small teams. And probably captain, unless he is playing like a City. I might change the captaincy to, someone who's playing at Burnley or something like that. But Kane is my man.
No, Kane is the man who gets your points. For me, no, you're right. Like Stephen, like Kane is a point builder.
Yeah, Fernandez.
For me, Kane isn't in my team right now. But if I'm looking at my team right now, who is the one who I will keep until week 38 is probably Fernandez, because I have him there already, and I'm probably not going to get him out. Yeah,
and you want penalty takers in your team as well.
Well, that's it. That's why I got in Mark Noble, and he fucking hasn't started a game. Sorry for the language.
I think Calvert-Lewin will probably take the penalties maybe for Everton, so that's why I'm hoping for. Hey, Christy, before you go,
didn't they get a penalty last week? And yeah, go on.
Can you talk a little bit about Mesut Ozil? Do you agree with the decision?
Well, like, look at Arsenal. I've seen reports now, and I think like as the great Jeff Bridges, who was an illness now, he was like new shit has come to light, right? Ozil is costing Arsenal a bomb of money, and he's costing Arsenal like 50 grand, 100 grand a week
Yeah.
if he plays the match. He's also quite rightly stood up for Muslims in China.
Yeah,
Quite
that's
rightly,
right. Yeah, that's right.
quite rightly stood up for Muslims in China. But at the end of the day, the pound is thicker than water, and look, everyone knows he's not going to play for Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, Christy, we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end anyway of the podcast.
Sorry,
Got a minute left.
Just to make a quick quick point. It's sad to see the football decisions are made by, it's sad to see that football is gone like that, where a player can't step up to the rights. You see Marcus Rashford, and it's brilliant. But anyway,
yeah,
I'll end it on that.
Yeah, and I want to say as well, like, I feel sorry that as a player like that has just been kind of frittered away at a big club. I just want him to maybe go back to Turkey, or or have come to an agreement with the money. Okay, boys, I'll let you go. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right, Vinny.
Pleasure as always.
Cheers. Ciao, boys.
Mind
Thanks,
yourselves,
Mark,
boys.
Stephen,
Take
Chris.
it easy.
God bless. And thank you.
Good luck.
Sorry.
Good luck, lad.
Sorry, Kevin. Sorry.
Told you.